class 10. We'll continue chapter number 2, work energy and power. Children, last time I told you about potential energy. Today we'll do the second form of mechanical energy, that is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by a body in motion. Whenever a body is in motion, it possesses kinetic energy. Like a fast moving stone can break a window pane on striking it. So the fast moving stone has kinetic energy. Suppose a car is moving, a boy is running, a bullet is fired from a gun. So all these possess kinetic energy. Now how will you obtain the expression for kinetic energy? The kinetic energy possessed by a moving body is equal to the amount of work done which the moving body can do before coming to rest. So, suppose a body M is moving with a velocity V and we apply a retarding force to stop the body. So, the work spent in stopping the body is called as kinetic energy, because some work must be done by the body in overcoming the retarding force. This work done is stored in the body in the form of kinetic energy. So, kinetic energy equals to work done by the body against the retarding force. And what is the formula for work done? Force into displacement. So when the body is coming to stop, the displacement of the body, suppose the body is moving velocity v and we apply the force F, opposite force F, then it comes to stop on moving through a displacement of S. Now, how will you get the displacement? Force, you know, what is the formula for force? Mass into acceleration. And here it is negative acceleration, retarding forces acting on the body. And how will you find out S? You remember the equations of motion? V square equals to U square plus 2AS. Final velocity is 0. Initial velocity is V. So U equals to V square minus 2, because A is negative, retarding forces acting on the body. So it is having retardation. Negative acceleration is called retardation. So minus 2AS. So 2AS equals to V square. Therefore S become V square upon 2A. Therefore kinetic energy becomes force into displacement. Force is mass into acceleration and displacement is V square upon 2A. A cancel. So it becomes half mv square. So this is the expression for finding the kinetic energy of a body. The kinetic energy is given by half into mass into square of the velocity. If we increase the mass, kinetic energy will also increase. If we double the mass, kinetic energy will also double. And if you double the velocity, kinetic energy will become 4 times, because it depends on the square of the velocity. Now one more formula is there, relationship between kinetic energy and momentum. You studied what is momentum. It is represented by P, and P equals to mass into velocity. Momentum of the body is given by the product of mass and its velocity. Now we know in terms of velocity, what is the formula for kinetic energy? Half mv square. And what is momentum? P equals to m into v. So from here we get v equals to p upon m. So this formula of v we can substitute in this. We will substitute equation number 2 in equation number 1. So k becomes half into m into p upon m whole square. So it becomes half into m into p square upon m square. So 1m cut with this. So it becomes p square upon 2m. So kinetic energy equals to p square upon 2m. This is another formula for kinetic energy in terms of linear momentum. So either you can do k equals to half mv square, or you can use k equals to p square upon 2m. That means the kinetic energy is inversely proportional to the mass of the body. A body with lighter mass will have more kinetic energy, and if it is heavy, more mass, then it will have less kinetic energy. Now next topic is work energy theorem, which is a very important theorem. Whenever we apply force on a body, it accelerates the body. That means the kinetic energy of the body increases, and the work done by the force is stored in the body in the form of kinetic energy. That means the increase in kinetic energy of the body is equal to the work done on it. Thus, according to the work energy theorem, the work done by a force on a moving body in the same direction, this is the key word, in the same direction, is equal to the increase in its kinetic energy. The work done on the body is equal to its kinetic energy if the body is moving in the same direction as that of the force. So let a body of mass m be moving with the initial velocity u, and a force is applied on the body in the same direction, in the direction of motion of the body. Now the body will be accelerated, and let the acceleration be a. Finally, the body attains a velocity v. That means u is the initial velocity and v is the final velocity. So kinetic energy equals to work done on the body. And how will you measure the work done? F into S. Now force is given by the formula mass into acceleration. And how will you find the displacement of the body? By using the equation of motion. V square equals to u square plus 2as. So 2as becomes v square minus u square. So s becomes v square minus u square upon 2a. This value of s you will substitute in this formula of kinetic energy. So it becomes v square minus u square upon 2a. A cut, and it becomes half m v square minus u square. So you can open the bracket, so it becomes half m v square minus half m u square. And what is half m v square? Final kinetic energy. And what is half m u square? Initial kinetic energy. So this is called as work energy theorem, and this kinetic energy is stored in the form of work done. So W equals to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy of the body. Work done on the body is equal to the increase in its kinetic energy. Now we will study about the forms of kinetic energy. There are three forms of kinetic energy: translational kinetic energy, rotational kinetic energy, and vibrational kinetic energy. The first one is translational kinetic energy. As the name suggests, whenever the body moves in a straight line, then the energy possessed by it is called as translational kinetic energy. Like a car is moving on a straight road, in a straight path, a freely falling body. So these all have translational kinetic energy. A molecule of monatomic gas, this also has translational kinetic energy. Now the second is rotational kinetic energy. If a body rotates about an axis, then the energy possessed by it is known as rotational kinetic energy. Like a spinning top, a rotating wheel, a rotating fan, the earth rotating on its own axis, they all have rotational kinetic energy. And when we talk about the atoms of a moving diatomic molecule, they also have rotational kinetic energy in addition to translational kinetic energy. So body at one time can have two or more of these kinds of kinetic energy. Third one is a vibrational kinetic energy. If a body moves to and fro about its mean position, then the motion is called vibrational motion, and in this motion the kinetic energy possessed by the body is called as vibrational kinetic energy. For example, if a wire is clamped at the both ends and when it is struck in the middle, it starts vibrating and the energy possessed by it is vibrational kinetic energy. Similarly, steel stride, when we vibrate an elastic band, so these all have vibrational kinetic energy. And in a polyatomic molecule, there is vibrational energy also in addition to rotational and translational energy. So, a polyatomic molecule has all the three kinds of kinetic energy: translational, rotational, as well as vibrational. So, depending upon a state of motion, a body may possess either one or more of these different kinds of kinetic energy simultaneously. At one time also, a body can possess these all three kinds of kinetic energy. So children, now you can distinguish between potential energy and kinetic energy. What is potential energy? The energy possessed by a body due to its changed position or changed size or shape is called potential energy. And the energy possessed by a body due to its motion is called as kinetic energy. Now potential energy is equal to the work done in bringing the body to its changed state, while kinetic energy is equal to the work done that a moving body can do before coming to rest. Potential energy can change only in the form of kinetic energy. Remember these. There are many kinds of energy, but potential energy will first convert into kinetic energy and then kinetic energy will convert into other forms of energy. But kinetic energy can change into any other form. And also the last difference is that potential energy does not depend on the speed of the body, but the kinetic energy depends on the speed of the body. So children, you go through these topics, and in next video I will tell you about the conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy and other different forms of energy.